We truly appreciate all of you joining us in spite of your busy schedules and the time zone differences. Ambassador Espinosa, I believe you're joining us from New York, and it's 8:30 a.m. there. And Mr. Wardine, I believe it is 9:30 a.m. in Argentina. And Mr. Khan is joining us from Dhaka, and it's 6:30 p.m. over there. So this is truly a global event. Thank you all for being with us. From Priyadarshini Academy, we have with us our very own super achievers, Dr. Niranjan Hiranandani, Mr. Nanik Rupani, and Dr. R.A. Mashelkar. I'd also like to welcome our audience watching us live. Thank you all for joining us this evening from wherever you are. Who would have thought that in the 21st century, we'd be grappling with a pandemic, climate change, a war, global stagflation, and a worsening mental health crisis. With constant bombardment of bad news, it is easy to lose sight of the greater good, believing that all is lost and humanity is doomed. But if we take a pause, we see that though far from perfect, we are as advanced as we have ever been. Fewer babies are dying, more children are going to school, more households have access to electricity and primary health care, and people are living longer with better quality lives. And we have champions amongst us to thank for it. Those stars who held steadfast to their commitment towards making this world a better place than they found it. Heroes who worked fearlessly and tirelessly to ensure that humanity keeps moving forward. In today's award ceremony, we are privileged to recognize some of these remarkable achievers for their outstanding contribution. But before we get to that, allow me to give you a brief introduction of Priyadarshini Academy.
Founded in 1984 with the motto, "Service to Humanity is the best work of life," Priyadarshini Academy is one of the most impactful NGOs in India. A foremost non-profit, socio-cultural and educational organization, the Academy has surpassed its goals and won many hearts with its remarkable achievements year after year. Priyadarshini provides educational assistance to deserving and needy students, promotes Indian classical performing arts, presents literary awards in regional languages, and publishes books to spread ancient Indian wisdom. Over the years, the Academy has conducted a host of additional activities which have been of tremendous benefit to society, including anti-dowry campaigns, anti-drug drives, disaster relief, environment preservation, health and wellness programs, and various other initiatives. A highlight of the organization, the Priyadarshini Academy Global Awards, are considered by many as Asia's Nobel Prize. The awards are a tribute to the recipients from all walks of life, all corners of the globe, recognizing their extraordinary achievements while inspiring leaders of current and future generations. Priyadarshini Academy is truly fortunate to have the highly charismatic and debonair business tycoon, Dr. Niranjan Hiranandani, as its chairman. An institution by himself, he is a powerhouse of unlimited vitality. Most people know him as a real estate magnate, but few know that he wears several other hats. Education, industrial parks, data centers, infrastructure, hospitality, and healthcare are some of his many other endeavors. With his profound knowledge and sharp business acumen, he has held leadership positions across prominent organizations, government bodies, and apex chambers. Constantly challenging his own limits and exploring new frontiers, he dares to blaze the trail where none exist and always comes out a winner.
Dr. Hiranandani, may I request you to give the welcome address on the occasion of our 38th anniversary?
A very, very wonderful afternoon to each and every one of you who is here in India. And as Reena Rupani has just mentioned, it is a wonderful time to say good morning to those in Mexico, in New York, and of course in Europe and in the Far East. Very good evening. This is really a truly international award ceremony. We would have loved to have it in the physical form, and we do hope that from the next award part, we shall have it back again to be in a physical contribution. Priyadarshini Academy has been led by Mr. Nani Krupani in the last 37 years and has done a wonderful job. It is really, really very heartening that we have him here as Chairman Emeritus, but still continues to be acting, working, and doing so many manifold activities on behalf of this social institution. Today, I have to say a special thing about Dr. Mashelkar. Dr. Mashelkar is a man of innovation, of scientific research, of various bodies to the Government of India, and also leading the Priyadarshini Academy in choosing all the awardees. And you can see the manifold direction in which he has led. Dr. Mashelkar, it's always wonderful that you have been part of us and continue to do so. What can I say about Mr. Gadkari? Honorable Mr. Gadkari is not only a minister, he's an institution by himself. He threatens me by saying that he is a better businessman than all we businessmen are. Talks about converting waste into wealth. He initiated the Mumbai-Pune road, for which Priyadarshini gave him an award. But today, that 169 kilometers of construction of Pune looks like petty cash to him, because now he does 35 kilometers of national highway per day. Sir, thank you very much for being here with us today. We recognize, salute, and we are very, very happy that you always continue to join us in the Academy and also guide us in various matters in this country. I'm sure that this Prime Minister will reach his $5 trillion economy very soon, many-fold because of the work that you have put in the central government. Mr. Rahul Narvekar, Speaker, youngest Speaker in the Assembly, welcome to have you here. Mr. Suresh Prabhu, you are a part and parcel of Priyadarshini Academy for so many years. But for you, we would not be where we are today. So thank you very much. I don't want to say more about you because you are a part of the family that we are now here today. We have wonderful awardees which are there. Coming from Mexico, Patricia Cantellano, His Excellency. Sir, you have done a fantastic job of sustainable development for which you are awarded today. Sanjeev Goenka, a personal friend of mine, and the wonderful work that he has done in creating leapfrog in trade and industry. Mr. Kanwaljit Java, wonderful contribution here in India for the work that he has done in making, again, sustainable development, but in the part of business. We have wonderful person from Bangladesh, Muhammad Aziz Khan, who has been the chairman of Sumit Group and has done great work in infrastructure. So we salute all the good work that you have been doing. Our very own wonderful Shraddha Pandya, the trustee of the Gayatri Trust. What can I say? You are the well-deserved awardee for the Prahlad P. Chabria Memorial Outstanding Work for Women's Empowerment and Spirituality. A well-deserved award, and we look forward to you receiving this award. Mr. Dario Vartan, Rio Corporation, receiving the very own Harish Mahendra Award for economic growth that is taking place. And of course, the most beautiful, Alia Bhatt, getting the Smita Patil Memorial Award. All these awardees individually stand out in their field of activity, and we are happy that they have consented to take the award from us. I am sure with this recognition, And this has happened to all the awardees, that they have always leapfrogged to the next level or in their lives. And this is the same, as I can say, for our very own awardee of Mr. Nitin Gadkari, whom we thought when we gave him the award that he had already reached Mount Everest. But then we found that it was actually the small beginning that he did. I wish each and every awardee the great success that we are. Priyadarshini Academy works hard in order the field of education and giving of scholarships to the poor and needy on various activities which are already shown to you. We look forward to many people joining this association in order to take it to the next level. Thank you very much, each and every one of you, for the participation, and all the institution of Priyadarshini Academy who have made this institution a great success. Thank you very much, and the very best to each and every one of you all around the globe.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hiranandani, for that wonderful welcome address. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce our next speaker for today.
What Google is to web searching and Xerox is to photocopying, the name Nanik Rupani is to Priyadarshini Academy. To summarize it in one word, synonymous. You can't mention one without thinking of the other. Founder and Chairman Emeritus, he has nurtured the Academy with immense passion since its inception. Businessman and humanitarian, he has dedicated the better part of his life to social causes and is the heart and soul of the Academy. A highly multifaceted individual, he is a trustee of Leelavati Hospital, the principal advisor to MIT Group of Institutions, past president of several chambers of commerce, and serves on the boards of various business, social, and educational organizations. He believes success is everyone's birthright, and the best way to succeed is by helping others. Priyadarshini is his legacy of love and service to humanity, which will prevail for generations to come.
Mr. Nanik Rupani, may I request you to say a few words on this special occasion?
Thank you, Reena. Thank you very much. Our chief guest, Shri Nitin Gadkari, my friend Suresh Prabhu, Shri Rahul Narewekar, Dr. Mashelkar, Dr. Niranjan Hiranandani, our distinguished award winners, His Excellency Patricia, Dr. Sanjeev Goenka, Mr. Kanwal Jeet Java, Mr. Muhammad Aziz Khan, Shardaya Shelbala Pandya, Mr. Dario Vartian, and Miss Alia Bhatt, film actor, members of Priyadarshini Academy, ladies and gentlemen. As a chairman emeritus of Priyadarshini Academy, which has stood in service of humanity for nearly 4 decades, I am proud to be here before these illustrious dignitaries to celebrate our 38th anniversary. I would like to share with you why a global awards platform is highly relevant today. We are all aware that the world is becoming an increasingly smaller place with breakneck technology connecting to us 24/7. Today, more than ever, we need leaders who have global vision and are sensitive to curve balls like pandemic, the cyber economy, climate change, and war. They have to make decisions which take into account tightly interlinked economic environment. Everything is dynamic. Today, thought leaders, innovators, and social entrepreneurs are winners because they are flexible, quick to read the pulse, quick to innovate and grow. As you will see, each of our carefully selected global awardees this year is a thought leader for its thought that lead to action and action lead to change. Diversity is also a key word of our time, and you will see outstanding individuals from diverse cultures and different nations this year, from India and Bangladesh to Latin America to truly global citizens. We will meet all these extraordinary men and women in course of our awards ceremony today. I'm super excited, as I hope you all are too. The virtual platform has one massive advantage. It allows many more viewers to share in our 38th anniversary from around the world. I extend a very warm welcome to all our viewers who are watching us during this live telecast, what has been called the Nobel Awards of Asia. I would like to take our opportunity to thank tremendously my close friend and my friend, philosopher and guide, Sri Nitin Gadkari. I think he has really helped me so much. Without him, this academy would not have been, the success, whatever we received, would not have been possible. And I also want to thank our chairman of International Awards Committee, Dr. Mashelkar. I think he has never said no to me. Whenever I have asked him for his time, he has been very kind. Mr. Suresh Prabhu is a pillar of our academy, and despite his many commitments as a fine Indian parliamentarian and statesman, he has always helped us to convert challenges into victories and has stood by the academy like a rock for more than 3 decades. I also like to welcome our dynamic young speaker of Maharashtra, Shri Rahul Narvekar. His decision to open a WhatsApp group for members of his constituency to freely discuss civic issues shows a willingness to be a true people's representative. Dr. Mashaklar has been heading our international committee, as I told you, and every year he tries to really bring many celebrities of the world with us. Lastly, I would like to thank Niranjan Hiranandani. I'm sure he has taken this academy to the next level, and in times to come, I think he will devote a little more time. And next year, I'm sure he will organize this function physical, which he has said, because I think it has become very difficult to coordinate with so many dignitaries from all over the world. Let me begin by saying how honored and humbled I am to be in presence of extraordinary accomplished award winners. Their towering personalities, game-changing victories, and utmost devotion to serving their communities, employees and citizens of their countries are truly commendable. And of course, I would like to mention my gratitude to all our committee members and especially to my daughter Reena Rupani, because I think 90% of the load she has taken from me for the coordination and organizing this function. I once again extend a very warm welcome to all of you viewers, awardees and collaborators. And once again, my million thanks to Nitin Gadkari. I think without him, I don't think I would be having the courage to organize this function. And I'm also very happy that Rahul Narvekar also is with us today. And I'm sure he will also join us. He will be our permanent guest whenever we have. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rupani. Ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to our next speaker for today.
An influential thought leader and the former Director General of CSIR, Dr. R.A. Mashelkar is one of India's greatest scientific geniuses. He serves on several high-powered government committees, prestigious academic and scientific bodies, and the boards of leading companies. A highly accomplished scientist, he has 28 patents, 26 books, and nearly 300 research publications to his credit. A record 45 honorary doctorates have been conferred on him by universities around the world. His outstanding achievements have been recognized by a multitude of national and international awards, including 3 of India's highest civilian awards, Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, and Padma Vibhushan. He is a Fellow of the Royal Society, the topmost honor reserved for the world's path-breaking scientists. Coming from humble beginnings, Dr. Mashelkar has achieved more in one lifetime than most others can only dare to dream.
Dr. Mashelkar, it's an honor to have you as the chairman of our Global Awards Committee. May I request you to say a few words?
Thank you very much. Most revered, most beloved Shri Nitin Gadkari ji, my dear friend Shri Suresh Prabhu ji, Shri Rahul Narvekar ji, Dr. Niranjan Hiranandani ji, one and only Mr. Nanik Rupaniji, Rima, distinguished winners of the 30th Priyadarshini Global Awards, distinguished invitees, ladies and gentlemen. I want to extend on my own behalf a very warm welcome to you all. This is a very special evening of celebration of the life and work of exemplars who are inspiring torchbearers of ultimate in excellence, towering achievements, and impactful social and business transformations. I want to thank the winners for accepting our honor. In all humility, I can say that by accepting these coveted awards, you have honored these awards and helped raise the prestige of these awards. I want to specially thank Nanikji for three things. First, for setting up this great Priyadarshini Academy with the motto of service to humanity is the best work of life. And sir, you have lived this in letter and spirit all your life. You are so special. Second, for creating the global awards. This is the 30th anniversary of the awards, which has set up such high benchmarks. Third, on a personal front, for doing me the honor of chairing the jury of the award since 2007, almost for 15 years. This is the greatest honor that I have received in my life. I'm truly grateful to you. The diversity of awardees today in terms of not only the geography, that is from India to Argentina to Mexico to Bangladesh, but also the diversity of their work, the fields of their endeavors. They really cover such vast arena that is mind-boggling. But there is something common in them. All of them are trendsetters. All of them are transformation leaders. All of them have shown a great purpose, perseverance, and passion. All of them have shown empathy and compassion and the highest humanitarian values. So we have among awardees someone who has fought for moral, spiritual regeneration and women's empowerment. Someone who has driven global efforts towards a sustainable and resilient future with values of multilateralism and gender equality. We have business leaders who have not only achieved exponential growth, but inclusive growth, business practices that sustain biodiversity and social action. It is doing well and doing good, doing well by doing good. We also have a highly talented and a multifaceted young actor. So we congratulate all of them, we salute all of them, we thank all of them for not only what they are, but what they have done, not just for themselves, but for the society and for the humanity at large. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mashelkar. I love the 10 life messages that you shared. It's something that we can all learn from and combine in our lives. One that we ended the video with. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to the presentation of the awards. We have a dazzling galaxy of super achievers with us this evening. It is very easy for me to spend hours talking about each one's achievements. However, the most challenging assignment given to me for this award ceremony is to summarize their introductions in only 90 seconds each in the interest of time. It doesn't do them full justice, but then again, they are all institutions by themselves and don't need very detailed introductions. So let's get started with our first award winner for today.
With over 35 years of experience at the highest levels in diplomacy, multilateral negotiations, and international relations, Ambassador Patricia Espinosa is an exemplary world leader, driving global efforts towards a sustainable and resilient future. A dynamic advocate for human rights and gender equality, she has award-winning expertise in sustainability, green growth, multilateralism, and environmental stewardship. As Executive Secretary of the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change From 2016 to 2022, she led the organization towards supporting the implementation of the Paris Agreement globally. She is spearheading the fight against climate change in many multilateral bodies and international organizations. As president of COP16 in 2010, she was instrumental in the adoption of the Cancun Agreements. As Mexico's Minister of Foreign Affairs, she organized the first ever G20 summit in an emerging economy. As president of the Third Committee of the UNGA in 1996, she played a crucial role in the adoption of the Beijing Platform for Action at the Fourth World Conference on Women. In recognition of her outstanding contribution to sustainable development, we are honored to present the Priyadarshini Academy Global Award to Her Excellency Patricia Espinosa Cantillano.
Mr. Nitin Gadkari ji, may I request you to do us the honor and join us on our virtual stage to present this award to Her Excellency Patricia Espinosa. We will have the certificate and trophy sent to you, or we may hold on to it for a little while if you're planning to visit Mumbai anytime soon so that we can present it to you in person. May I request you to share your thoughts with us on this special occasion? You're on mute, Ambassador, you're on mute. Yeah, Ambassador, you're on mute. Yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah.
Okay, now, yes? Can you hear me? Yes. Okay.
We can, yes.
Yes, thank you, Rina. It's really moving also the presentation that you have just made of myself. I feel so humbled and honored. Dr. Hiranandani, Mr. Rupani, Dr. Mashalkar, distinguished guest of honor, fellow award recipients, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very, very much. I am deeply moved by Priyadarshini's Academy decision to bestow upon me this prestigious award. Let me say quite honestly that I was surprised to learn that I was being considered a potential recipient of this accolade. My surprise turned into astonishment when I received the news that I would join the ranks of the distinguished men and women who have received this award over the years. It is an extraordinary honor for me, for which I am truly grateful. This distinction has a very special significance for me. First, because it comes from an outstanding organization whose altruistic motto, service to humanity is the best work of life, could be embraced with equal conviction by those who, like myself, have had the privilege of serving at the United Nations. But there is a second motive that makes me feel particularly grateful. And it is the fact that the award comes from an Indian institution. During nearly 40 years of an uninterrupted diplomatic career, first as a member of Mexico's Foreign Service and later as a UN civil servant, I have often met officials and diplomats from this great country. Some of them honor us with their presence today. And I have been invariably impressed by their personal and professional qualities. This has been especially true in my engagement with Indian representatives in the climate change process. I need hardly remind anyone here about the critical role that India is called upon to play in our collective efforts against climate change. Allow me to highlight just 3 attributes that point to this. In a matter of months, India is projected to surpass China as the world's most populous country. This year, India overtook the UK to become the 5th largest economy. And it is poised to become the 3rd largest by the end of this decade, only 8 years from now. Admittedly, India faces many challenges, but it is clearly consolidating its role as a major player on the world stage. And this entails greater responsibility in every area, and most importantly, in our efforts to address climate change. So it fills me with enthusiasm and hope that there is such awareness of this global emergency and such commitment to climate action. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, I came to realize a long time ago that the ultimate purpose of conferring an award is not so much to honor the individual who receives it, as it is to highlight the importance of the cause that he or she may be working for, and to encourage others to join in their efforts. I would like to accept this award then, in a spirit of humility, on behalf of all those who have accompanied me over the years, and who continue working in the arduous and often thankless task of combating climate change, which is another way of saying of building a better future for all. My deepest gratitude to the Priyadarshini Academy, and congratulations to all the distinguished recipients of this award. I am deeply honored to find myself among you. Thank you very much. Over to you, Rina.
Thank you, Ambassador Espinosa. The planet needs more people like you to raise the awareness that climate change knows no boundaries, and we're all going to pay the price dearly if we don't do something about it. And as you said, it's a thankless task. Hats off to you. Thank you so much for being with us this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to our next award winner.
An icon in the global business community, Dr. Sanjeev Goenka is the illustrious chairman of the $7 billion strong RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, one of India's fastest growing multinational conglomerates with a presence in over 35 countries. He has brilliantly spearheaded the group's diversification into multiple sectors, ranging from power, IT and retail to media, entertainment and sports. The group's BPO, First Source Solutions, is one of the largest employers from India in the US and the UK. Dr. Goenka revolutionized music by wrapping nostalgia in a box with the super popular Saregama Karwa and digitizing the entire copyrighted song collection, a whopping 50% of all Indian music ever recorded. An avid sports enthusiast, he owns the iconic Mohan Bagan Football Club and the Lucknow Super Giants IPL cricket team. The youngest ever president of CII, chairman of the prestigious IIT Kharagpur for a record 3 terms, winner of several awards and honors, this one-man titan has been ranked among the top 25 most powerful Indians for 7 years in a row. In recognition of his outstanding contribution to trade, commerce and industry, we are honored to present the Priyadarshini Academy Ramkrishna Bajaj Memorial Global Award to Dr. Sanjeev Goenka.
Mr. Suresh Prabhu, may I request you to do us the honor and present this award to Dr. Sanjeev Goenka? Yes, congratulations, Dr. Goenka. May I request you to say a few words, please?
Thank you, Mrs. Rupani, Mr. Rupani, Mr. Prabhu, Dr. Mashelkar, Mr. Hiranandani. I'm humbled, I'm honored, I'm overwhelmed. It's a deep, deep sense of gratitude with which I humbly accept this award. I do not know what I've done to deserve it, but I'm delighted nevertheless. India enters a brilliant phase under the visionary Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi. And this is the time where the world is looking at India, and it's time to invest in India. It's time to invest in innovation. It's time to invest in research and development. It's time to grow. It's time to take the India flag high and take it forward. Once again, thank you so much for this great honor that you have bestowed upon me and my organization. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Goenka. We know that India has a tremendously bright future with business leaders like you leading the way. Thank you so much for being with us. And we wish you all the very best in all your future endeavors. Ladies and gentlemen, moving on to our next award winner.
Chairman and Managing Director of Daikin India, Mr. Kavaljit Java, created history by being the first Indian ever to be inducted on the board of Daikin Japan. In these turbulent times of climate change and heat waves, the historian of the air conditioning industry is helping us beat the heat and stay cool with highly energy-efficient ACs. Driven by his relentless pursuit of excellence, he has spectacularly steered Daikin through volatile economic environments in Asia, Africa, and South America, all while making it the #1 HVAC brand in India. Committed to the government's Make in India and Skill India initiatives, this man with the Midas touch has set up 3 manufacturing facilities, 3 R&D centers, and several skill development centers across the country. Winner of many awards, including the 2021 Times Icon of the Year and the Daikin CEO of the Year award on multiple occasions, Mr. Java has changed the face of enterprise in India. Today, Daikin, under his leadership, is heralding other Japanese organizations to follow its lead. In recognition of his outstanding contribution to international business development, we are honored to present the Priyadarshini Academy Global Award to Mr. Kavaljit Java.
Mr. Nitin Gadkari ji, may I request you once again to do us the honor and present this very special award to Mr. Kavaljit Java. Congratulations, Mr. Java. May I request you to say a few words on this special occasion?
Namaskar. Thank you, Mrs. Rupani. I'm truly honored and humbled to have been considered for this extremely prestigious award. I'd like to thank most revered and respected individuals in political sphere and public life for gracing and supporting this event today. It's my good fortune that I'm able to accept this award from Chief Guest Shri Nitin Gadkari ji, again guest of honor Suresh Prabhu ji, Shri Rahul Navrekar ji. At this moment, I'm filled with great enthusiasm and encouragement. I can't praise enough for the work done by Priyadarshini Academy in the field of social environment, education, cultural enhancement of Indian wisdom, and recognition of the literary talents. It's indeed honor in itself to be under consideration, and that too by such stalwarts in the field of science and technology, Dr. Mashlekar, and industry doyen, Dr. Hiranandani ji and Nanak Rupani ji, whose accomplishment and contribution to India are limitless. I wish to convey my best wishes to Nanak Rupani ji for establishing the great institution. I can't express how fortunate I feel to have been selected by the Academy. Today I can say it with a little more confidence and humility that 40 years of my life in the Indian heating, ventilation, air conditioning sector has borne fruit and helped the industry expand its wings and improve the standard of people working within it. I humbly accept this award while I congratulate others who are being awarded today and have been awarded in the past. The legacy of this institution and pedigree of this award is so powerful that it can only push an individual to perform and contribute for better society to reach a utopian goal. This award would not have been possible without my mentors, colleagues, and of course my family, especially my wife. As I accept this award, I must say a few things about our great nation and what lies ahead in the few decades. It's absolutely clear that India and the Indian market are going to be the fulcrum growth. Historians will hold us responsible if we do not grab this opportunity from the scalp of the neck and make it ours. India has the skill, as our Prime Minister says, India has scale and sustainability to be the global growth engines. We are fortunate to be supported by domestic consumption coupled with the opportunity to be an export hub for the world. The government on its part is trying the best to create a level playing field for the investors to come and invest and be part of this economic miracle. Skill development and women empowerment is the crucial for growth of the country, and I am proud that today my company and the industry in general is collectively employing more women in the mainstream workforce. In this skill enhancement mission, the contribution of direction offered by prestigious institutes such as Priyadarshini Academy is the most critical and important. India will be the world's future talent factory as it will have 20% of the globe's working population by 2047. It will not only be India decades, but India's century with all key elements in a place and large working population, global supply chain, distribution and digital compatibility to achieve something special, not just for the Indian economy, but potentially for the world. Great work is being done by Priyadarshini Academy to nurture and nourish the dreams of the downtrodden who wish to dream. I wish to thank the Academy once again, most humbly submitting my deepest gratitude for being nominated for the award. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, Mr. Java. Our best wishes to you as you steer Daikin to new highs on the road to prosperity. And I was very delighted to hear that you have so many women employed in the workforce. More power to you and to your company. Ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed, I'd like to take a moment to mention that the Academy is able to do the great work that it does because of the support of some wonderful people. I'd be failing in my duty if I don't mention their names. Mr. Nichal Israni, Mrs. Meenal and Mr. Neeraj Bajaj, Mrs. Nayantara and Mr. Pawan Kumar Jain, Ms. Poonam Zaveri, Dr. B.S. Singhal, Mr. Deepak Chhabria, Mr. Nadir Godrej, Mr. Vallabh Bansali, Mr. Mahendra Sanghi, Mr. Rahul Karad, and Mr. Prabodh Thakkar. I'd also like to convey our sincere appreciation to Mr. Hoshang Gotla, Ms. Sonu Rupani, Dr. Hemlata Bagla, Ms. Sangeeta Wadhwani, and Mr. Jash Popat for their valuable assistance in making today's event possible. Thank you all so very much. Let's continue with our award ceremony, moving on to our next award.
Our next award winner is an electrifying personality, literally. Mr. Muhammad Aziz Khan is the founder and chairman of the Summit Group of Companies, the largest infrastructure conglomerate in Bangladesh. Under his exemplary leadership, the Summit Group is powering the country with thriving operations in energy, ports, logistics, IT, and hospitality, all while creating several thousands of jobs. Today, Bangladesh has achieved 100% electrification, and his company produces a whopping 20% of the power generated by the private sector. Setting up the nation's first independent power plant, managing ports that handle 25% of the export's volume, laying 50,000 kilometers of fiber optic cable to cover 70% of the country. These are just some of the many summits that the Summit Group has conquered, led by Mr. Khan's vision, passion, and commitment to nation building. Driven by the philosophy that CSR is our personal responsibility, the phenomenally successful Mr. Khan supports several worthwhile causes, ranging from education and healthcare to music and sports. In recognition of his outstanding contribution to Bangladesh's infrastructure, we are honored to present the Priyadarshini Academy Global Award to Mr. Muhammad Aziz Khan.
Mr. Suresh Prabhu, are you with us? I think your video is off, sir. I can't see you. Yes, I can now. Mr. Prabhu, may I request you to do us the honor and present this award to Mr. Muhammad Aziz Khan? Heartiest congratulations, Mr. Khan. We love having good neighbors like you. We have people tuned in from all around the world to hear from you. May I request you to address them, please?
Thank you. Thank you very much. A very good evening from Bangladesh. I'm truly honored and equally overwhelmed as well as humbled by the Priyadarshini Award. Moreover, the works of Priyadarshini Academy has been an eye-opener and a huge encourager for me to think how to serve the humanity and community in the right form. So thank you very much for all the founders and all the people working at the Priyadarshini Academy. I'm equally honored that such eminent politicians and public personalities who have served India so well that India has become the 5th largest economy and so on and so forth. That Honorable Shri Nitin Gadkar, Honorable Minister for Roads, Transport and Highways of India, of course, Honorable Suresh Prabhu, founding chairman of Rishiyod University and former Minister of India, Shri Rahul Narwekar, Honorable Speaker of Maharashtra Legislative Assembly, and of course other luminaries that are there around. It's really thank you very much. I'm truly grateful and honored to be receiving this award. I don't know how I deserve it because it's a global award and there are so many very good persons and personalities and businessmen, even in India, who has done infrastructure, and I actually follow them. I try to follow those great personalities. Needless to say, when I was in the university, I first understood that a country would have to have both social and physical infrastructure for its development. The need for it is so immense. And for social infrastructure, of course, education and health it seemed to me at that time that it's more government's duty and perhaps NGOs like Priyadarshini Academy, as well as multilateral agencies and so on and so forth, who are providing and continue to provide, along with CSR of many other companies for social infrastructure. So I moved on to see what can we do about physical infrastructure. The biggest shortage was in electricity, and I know for sure that the whole development of a country in this modern world, civilized world, is dependent on electricity. So today we generate, as you have already mentioned about the first power company, independent power, private sector power company that we did. Today we generate about 2,500 megawatts of electricity, and Bangladesh has achieved almost 100% electricity. And many of it is also through cross-border, in which we play a big role and hoping to play a bigger role with India and Bangladesh. Then of course ports. Ports are key to a country's imports and exports. It's a connectivity with the whole world. It's a connectivity with the civilization. So we have built the first private sector port and logistic company, Summit Alliance Ports Limited, which fortunately also received 2 concessions from India's Inland Waterways Authority of India in Kolkata and Patna. And we are trying to build that bridge that perhaps Mr. Suresh Prabhu had started during his ministry, of connecting both the countries or the subcontinent through the rivers, and therefore enable farther and farther the businesses of imports and exports and supporting each other's growth. Last but not the least, our businesses of telecommunication, we lay fiber optics. I saw it, it happened during my lifetime, that this huge explosion of internet and people's thoughts traveling at the speed of light of 186,000 miles per second, and the whole world becoming a global village. And now we are talking, and through this internet, we are connected with such great, honorable people and receiving such great awards while we are sitting across the world. This has been possible by internet, and we are very pleased that through our Summit communication, we could lay 60% of the country's fiber optics and towers. And again, the connectivity with India has been a great source of enabling this thing through Airtel and Tata Communications, as well as our going through Mumbai and Chennai, as well as our own fiber optics going through Cox's Bazar. So really, we have now connected almost the whole of Bangladesh, at least with 2G and 3G. We're trying to move into Dhaka and Chittagong with 5G. And we are really honored that we could do this service to this nation. Finally, thank you very much, Priyadarshini, because this enthuses and encourages me to even more make this connectivity, this reliance and this goodness with different countries, including India, who is our largest neighbor, and we're looking forward to a subcontinental grid, to the power ports that would work for everybody, both the countries, as well as communication. So thank you. I'm most encouraged and look forward to being able to do all these things. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Khan. Heartiest congratulations once again on receiving the award and on achieving 100% electrification in Bangladesh. May you conquer many more summits in the time to come. Ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to our next award winner for today.
Affectionately revered as Gigi by her devotees, Shraddheya Shailbala Pandya is at the apex of humanity's transformation. An embodiment of love, Gigi heads the all-world Gayatri Parivar and is the managing trustee of Shri Vedmata Gayatri Trust. Its Dev Sanskriti University aspires to mold the young generation into messengers of peace and harmony. As the head of Shantikunj Ashram Haridwar, Gigi oversees the operations of its 4,000 plus worldwide centers. She uses scientifically proven techniques to implement initiatives like Yug Nirman and Vichar Kranti Abhiyan for moral, spiritual regeneration. Providing extraordinary service to humanity, Gigi has done phenomenal work in the areas of women's empowerment, psychosocial engineering, disaster relief, thought transformation, environment protection, and reviving India's spiritual heritage. Hundreds of followers visit her every day seeking her blessings. Her mere darshan has the power to alleviate suffering, and her discourses have transformed millions of lives around the world. In recognition of her outstanding contribution to women's empowerment and spirituality, we are honored to present the Priyadarshini Academy Prahlad P. Chhabria Memorial Global Award to Shraddheya Shailbala Pandya.
Mr. Rahul Narvekar, your video is off, so I can't see you. May I request you to please do us the honor and present this award to Gigi Shailbala Pandya. So if you could turn your video on, please. Okay. May I request Gadkari ji to do us the honor and present this award, sir? Oh, okay, Mr. Narvekar is back. Okay, now jointly may I request both of you to present this award to Shraddheya Shailbala Pandya, please. Can you also on screen for a second, please, for the award presentation? Okay. All right. Gigi, it's truly a pleasure and a blessing to have you with us this evening. May I request you to share your thoughts with us, please?
हमारे आत्मीय और सम्माननीय गडकरी जी और उपस्थित सारे हम जूरी के सदस्य तो क्या कहे, लेकिन हम इन्हें अपने परिजन कहेंगे, हमारे आत्मीय भाई और बहन कहेंगे। आज का दिन हमारे लिए बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है, इसलिए भी कि हमारे मिशन के संस्थापक परम पूज्य गुरुदेव और वंदनीय माता जी ने इस मिशन की स्थापना के साथ साथ हमारी माता जी जो मिशन की संस्थापिका भी थी, उन्होंने उनका आज पुण्यतिथि भी है और दूसरे शब्दों में उनका आज जन्मदिन भी है। हमारे लिए आज का दिन बहुत महत्वपूर्ण हो जाता है। आज हम अपने आप को बहुत गौरवान्वित महसूस कर रहे हैं, खास तौर से उन लोगों की तरफ से जो मिशन के 15 करोड़ लोग इस राष्ट्र में और विदेशों में फैले हुए, 5000 से ज्यादा वो प्रज्ञा संस्थान अपने आप को गौरवान्वित महसूस कर रहे हैं। हमारे गुरुदेव माता जी के बताए सपनों को साकार करने के लिए उन परिजनों ने जिन्होंने रातों दिन एक किया, खास तौर से नारी को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए, चाहे वो साक्षरता हो, चाहे स्वास्थ्य संबंधी हो, चाहे स्वावलंबन हो, चाहे कुरीति उन्मूलन हो और चाहे दहेज के प्रति उठाने वाली एक दबंग आवाज हो, उसका आंदोलन ही नहीं दिया, उसको आगे भी बढ़ाया। यही नहीं, नई पीढ़ी को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए गढ़े संस्कारवान पीढ़ी और भारतीय संस्कृति ज्ञान परीक्षा जैसी रूपरेखाएं इस मिशन ने चलाई। वो हम उनके तरफ से हम आभारी हैं जिन्होंने मिशन की प्रतिष्ठा को और समाज के लिए गति देने के लिए रात और दिन एक किया, न दिन देखा न रात देखी। आज राष्ट्र पर जब भी आपदा आई, चाहे वो प्राकृतिक आपदा हो चाहे वैसी आपदा हो, मिशन भले ही मुट्ठी भर फंड पर चला हो, उन्होंने अपने पेट की रोटी काट कर समाज के लिए, राष्ट्र के लिए जब जब जरूरत पड़ी अपना सब कुछ दांव पर लगाकर राष्ट्र के नवनिर्माण में लगा दिया। उन सब की तरफ से हम अपने आप को गौरवान्वित महसूस कर रहे हैं। ये सम्मान उन सबका है और गुरुदेव माता जी के चरणों में समर्पित है। धन्यवाद।
जी आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर बीइंग विद अस। आप हम सबको आशीर्वाद दीजिए कि जो हमारे भीतर हम ज्योति है ऊपर वाले की, वो हमको गाइड करते रहे, आगे बढ़ाते रहे सबको। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर बीइंग विद अस। Ladies and gentlemen, moving on to our next award winner.
Internationally acclaimed business icon and president of the recently acquired Rio Corp, Mr. Dario Wertheim is one of the three stakeholders of Argentina's legendary Wertheim Group. Comprising of a portfolio of companies across sectors, the group has an established reputation for developing sustainable businesses to positively impact people's lives. A true humanitarian, Mr. Wertheim has served on the boards of various social, educational, and environmental organizations, including Sedaka Foundation, Fordham University, and Vida Silvestre. He also leads the School Plus program, which benefits 2 million students from over 10,000 schools. An aficionado of economy and inclusion, he has addressed topics ranging from insurance and education to green economy and biodiversity through conferences and publications. He co-authored the book Llegar el Futuro, meaning Get to the Future, with Ambassador Carlos Magarinos, our very own 2004 Global Award winner. Suffice to say, this highly evolved, versatile corporate leader brings a track record of dedication, creativity, and mindfulness to every aspect of his work. In recognition of his outstanding contribution to conscious economic growth, we are honored to present the Priyadarshini Academy Harish Mahendra Memorial Global Award to Mr. Dario Wertheim.
Mr. Nitin Gadkari ji, may I request you once again to do us the honor and join us on our stage to present this award to Mr. Dario Wertheim. Congratulations, Mr. Wertheim. May I request you to say a few words on this special occasion?
Good morning to everybody from Argentina. Dear guest of honors, members of the Priyadarshini Academy, ladies and gentlemen, it is a privilege for me to join the 38th session of the Priyadarshini Academy anniversary to humble receive the global award this institution has bestowed on me. I feel indeed honored and committed to the academic goals, well reflected on its motto, service to humanity is the best work of life. No doubt, humanity can be served from different positions. I have had the opportunity to do it from the private sector, creating companies and developing businesses to promote development, job creation, exports, and prosperity. My family has always believed that progress cannot be achieved in isolation, and that no person, institution, or company can improve in a context of general deprivation. That's why we try, to the extent of our possibilities, to make meaningful contribution to the society where we work and live. I have to give a special recognition
to my wife that supports me on this work, and to my kids, children who I can see the world through their own young eyes. The work and mission of the Priyadarshini Academy is truly admirable, and I find myself very attached to its goals. The global award I am receiving today is a testament to the beliefs and ecumenism of the Priyadarshini Academy, which has sought me out to the other side of the world to confer me this prestigious award I sincerely treasure. I must confess that I am particularly touched by the fact that the Priyadarshini was born and based in India, a country that I deeply admire for its cultural tradition, economic dynamism, and democratic developments. It is impressive to see how the people of India overcame many obstacles to build a nation the size of a continent during the last 75 years. We in Latin America always look with interest and respect at the many developments and achievements that India has contributed to the global society. India and Latin America have many complementarities and common challenges, and will benefit enormously for a closer work together. I would like to take the opportunity provided by this gathering to seed this idea deeply in your minds and hearts, and to offer my effort to transform this hope into a brilliant reality. Commerce between the two regions has ballooned from 2 billion in 2000 to a range a bit over 40 billion today. Latin America and the Caribbean now export more to India than to Japan and Korea. However, the numbers pale in comparison to the potential. In the last decade, although trade has grown 20-fold and bilateral investment is on the rise, our commerce is indeed still the business of just a handful of products. A conservative measure of complementary products put the frontier of export expansion in each other's market at 68 billion and 262 billion for Latin America and the Caribbean and India, respectively. We should ask ourselves, what can be done to realize this potential? For sure, our government have a long range of policy measures to get both regions together, from increasing the coverage of trade and investment agreements, undertaking proactive and targeted trade promotion activities, and enhancing the trade facilitation measure, to boosting investment in infrastructure and promoting reforms in the logistic sector. While these would be key pillars of a successful strategy, we should not be mistaken. Bringing businesses of two distant regions together is not an easy task. In that regard, an effective institutional framework, as well as businesses and, more important, people-to-people networks, are of paramount importance. Education is core to this task. Its importance cannot be overstated. I have worked tirelessly in this field in the last 10 years all over the world, and I'm doing it now at the regional level through a program called School Plus to provide connectivity through our satellite system to every remote corner of LATAM and their educational institutions. I have always believed that education is key for the progress of society. Video, the company I led, is a truly Latin American regional company serving 45 million customers with presence in 15 markets and employing more than 15,000 people directly and indirectly. We will be happy to partner with Priyadarshini Academy, business chambers, and other private sector institutions in India to build the bi-regional networks needed to get our society closer and together. We should partner to foster bilateral relations with Latin America, promoting regional trade, increasing technological cooperation, boosting private investment, and disseminating opportunities in education and health. Such endeavor will be demanding. The effort required to succeed, however, are worth it as they represent the opportunity to unlock massive trading potential and a plethora of investment opportunities that in turn will serve the betterment of the living of our people. We live in exponential times. While a combination of technologies, digitalization, big data, biotech, artificial intelligence, promise a new era for mankind, the return of pandemic and turf wars shake us to the ground. Can we be agents of change? Which are the key to the future? Addressing these questions adequately would be a demanding task. The common ground, without a doubt, would lie in promoting a better understanding and cooperation of the global society, a mission to which we are all called and that it would be impossible to overestimate. For this reason, once again, thank you for convening us here today to participate in this common task. Thank you for recognizing my humble effort and those of my team to contribute to these goals. Congratulations to all fellow recipients of an award. I remain committed to work together and delivering valuable service to humanity. No doubt, the best work of life.
Thank you so much, Mr. Vardhan. May you continue to impact many more lives across the world with your wonderful work. Thank you so much for being with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one more award to go, but I am going to switch the schedule around a little bit because our chief guest has another commitment and has to leave. But we cannot let him go without hearing from him first. I'd like to take a minute to introduce our chief guest for today.
A revolutionary thinker and resilient visionary, Mr. Nitin Gadkari is one of the best performing ministers India has ever had. His personal involvement and in-depth analysis of projects put him a cut above the rest, and his extensive knowledge makes him unbeatable in any debate. India has built a robust network of state-of-the-art highways and has several world records to its credit, thanks to this trailblazer, who is also fondly called Nitin Gadkari. 55 flyovers in Mumbai, the Bandra-Worli Sea Link, the Mumbai-Pune and Delhi-Mumbai expressways, the Char Dham Road project, the Bharatmala Pariyojana connecting economic corridors, all this and much more has only been possible because of the far-sighted vision of this pioneering leader. A strong proponent of domestic manufacturing of electric vehicles and of generating wealth from waste, he advocates the production of biofuels and the development of car scrapping and recycling centers across the country. Most popularly known as the Infrastructure Man of India, his exceptional contribution to the nation will serve as an inspiration for generations to come. We at Priyadarshini Academy are truly blessed to have his unflinching support and invaluable guidance since many years, and are extremely honored to have him with us once again this evening.
Thank you.
गडकरी जी, आप इस देश को, हम सब को प्रगति के हाईवे पे लेके चल रहे हैं साथ साथ. India is blessed to have a leader like you, sir. May I request you to say a few words, please?
Thank you very much. Former Union Minister and my dear friend Sri Suresh Prabhuji, Honorable Speaker, Legislative Assembly of Maharashtra Sri Rahul Narvekar ji, my dear friend and founder Priyadarshini Academy Sri Nanik Rupani ji, my dear friend Chairman Priyadarshini Academy Dr. Niranjan Hiranandani ji, respectable Dr. Mashelkar ji, Chairman Global Award Advisory Committee, distinguished award winners, eminent guests, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I am giving my all best wishes to all award winners for their great contribution for the socio-economic transformation in the society and nation building. First of all, I am giving also my thanks to my dear friend Nanik Rupani ji. I always call him as a cultural ambassador of India. The Nanik has got a lot of good international contact, and I am as an individual experience about his relationship with the people in abroad. Particularly, he has maintained the good relationship with a lot of people who are of Indian origin. Nanik ji is also very much committed for education, health services and cultural activities. And from last 38 years, this anniversary global award function is going on. And I am also one of the winner when Nanak ji has given me the award from Priyadarshini Academy. I got opportunity to construct 55 flyovers in Mumbai, Varli Bandra ceiling project, and at the same time, the 55 the Varli Bandra ceiling project, Mumbai Pune Express Highway, and that is one of the reason that he recognized and respect me for my work. Nanak ji is a very good friend to me, and one of the important thing which always admit with him that he is committed for his cultural values, educational values, and giving social service in health sector for the society. He is one of the dynamic person who has given his majority of his time for the development of the society. And that is one of the reason that I am associated with him from last 25 years. I always recognize and respect him, his efforts for making this country economically strong, encouraging the people of industry, encouraging the people from the culture, sports, films, everywhere. He wants to support the people who are outstanding performance in the field. He is not only giving a recognition to Indian people, but from last many years, he always giving recognition and respect to the international people also. I remember when the Priyadarshini Academy declared award to the chairman, the president of Indonesia. After that, Sukarno Putri, I am not remembering the name of the thing, but actually it was Nanak who take the initiative and giving award to that very respectable lady, international lady of from Indonesia. So these are the things where he want to create always support to the people who are creating social activities. I know the friend Mr. Niranjan Hiranandani, from many years he is supporting Nanak for all this is mission. Dr. Mashelkar ji, probably when I received the award, at that time also the jury committee chairman, probably Dr. Mashelkar was there at that time. Dr. Mashelkar is one of the great personality in the country, in the world, where we are all inspired and motivated by him. He is a thinker, he is a research scholar, and he is a person who understands science and technology. We are always remember and always taking guidance from him. His independent, impartial, and fair character is really well recognized in the country. And that is the reason by which, as a jury, he select the person. Exactly, they are on the basis of the merit. I am really happy with the Priyadarshini Academy. Today, the new generation is coming. Nanak is serving the society and the country from many years, and now the new young generation is already there. The 38th anniversary of this award is really remarkable. I really have a great pride for foundation of this Priyadarshini Academy. I remember at the starting time when he started this academy, there was actually Priyadarshini name was given because it is also one of the name of our late Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. And at that time, that Priyadarshini award, it was declared at that time. Nanak is really very much dedicated for the society and the country. He is always doing his social work, helping to the people and helping the talent of the society. Now this is the important thing for our country and the society, that we should respect good people. We should support the talent. We should recognize the good social service. We should award the people who are contributing for nation building in their field. And also we should give the support to young talented and particularly the artists who are representing our culture. Exactly, to giving support and giving recognition and respect to them is the most important inspiration and motivation for them. From last many days, Nanak is doing constantly this mission from actually by the organization of our Priyadarshini Academy, and the people like Dr. Mashelkar, Niranjan Hiranandani ji, they are all associated with him. I am really happy. I am not coming here as a chief guest, but I am as a part of a good friend of Nanak Rupani and his mission. I know from last 25 years the way in which selflessly he is supporting society, he is supporting the people without any expectation, and that is the reason that I always recognize him. I always remember one Sanskrit Geet, and that is really very fit for Manik Rupani. Manasa satatam smaraniyam, vachasa satatam vadaniyam, lokhitam mama karaniyam. The meaning of this song is, I always try to support the people, good people in the society, and that is my social consciousness, social responsibility always indicate me to support the people who are doing positive and good thing for the society and for the nation building. Here are the people who contribute their life for socio-economic transformation. Some of the people are religious people, some of the people are from industry, some of the people from the culture, some of the people are from the different part of the society. But ultimately, everyone is contributing for the society, for the nation. And this type of the models, the role models, are inspiration and motivation for the future generation. Already, we always telling the people that थोर महात्मे होऊन गेले, चरित्र त्यांचे पहा जरा, आपण त्यांच्या समान व्हावे हाच असा पडे बोध करा. Whatever the good people who are in the society, this is the time for the young, talented new generation that we should understand their skill, their knowledge, their managerial skill, their vision, and the way in which they get the success in their life. On the basis of that, we also try for that, and that is exactly the inspiration and motivation which our Priyadarshini Academy is giving to the young talented people of our country. It's really a great pride and pleasure for all of us. I am really happy. Today I want to again, next program is there, I want to go there. That's the reason I am taking I request on organizer to give me the opportunity to express my words. I am again thankful to Nanak ji, Niranjan ji and Mashelkar ji and Priyadarshini Academy for always calling me. Only one thing which I will request Nanak ji and Niranjan ji, that don't call me, don't just every time call me as a guest of honor. Call me as a part of member of Priyadarshini Academy, where I am always associated with you. It will be more pride and it will be give more satisfaction and relief to my household that I am your part and parcel of your activity, one of your strong supporter for this all activities. So next time you don't call me as a guest of honor, but call me as you are part of your academy, part of the member of your academy, and it will always pleasure for me. Once again, God bless you, all of you. I am giving my best wishes to all of you. I really recognize the work of all of you, and God will give you more strength to work for the society and work for the nation. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you, Gadkari ji. It is only because of you, your blessing to this academy, we have reached today's height. I think your blessing to the academy, please keep your love and affection always for us. We have no words to thank you. Believe me. Thank you.
Gadkari ji, thank you so much. It is truly a privilege. Thank you for your unwavering support to Priyadarshini Academy. Sir, I have a humble request. If you can spare 2 more minutes, we have one award left, sir. We would like you to present that before you go. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, as has been our tradition for the last 35 years, our final award for this evening is an award which was instituted in the memory of one of India's finest stage and film actors, late Smita Patil, whose father, late Shivaji Rao Patil, was very closely associated with Priyadarshini Academy. Allow me to introduce our award winner for today.
Versatile actor, phenomenal dancer, soulful singer, youth icon, fashion diva, smart producer. Alia Bhatt is rightfully hailed as this generation's biggest star. From her iconic debut in Student of the Year in 2012 to her power-packed performance in as Gangubai in 2022, Alia has made every character she has played come alive in her own unique, seemingly effortless style. She may be only a decade old as a mainstream Bollywood actor,